It's official. We're going to be vending this month in February at Silicon Valley Card Show for their first show of the year. To celebrate, I decided to show you guys my slabbed collection to start, and later we'll get on to our raw and sealed collections. But welcome in. If you're new here, I'm Stevie. I'm here with Uncle Steve's Card Shop. We're a nice little run business in our house. We've grossed about 5 figures this past year. And now we've made the move over to Pokemon, which I grew up with my whole life and I absolutely love. So let's go ahead and get started and show you guys what we got. So let's go ahead and get started with some of our smaller slabs. We've got some of these guys. We've got Charizard, Charmander, Charizard and Braxian, Mew V-Star Universe, Bulbasaur, Gengar, the Bulbasaur I had referenced. We got Leafeon right over here, which is beautiful. We have 2 copies of Magneton from one of our videos the other day. So we had 2 Magnetons from our video the other day at a different card show. And that would be all of our smallest slabs that we have for sale. In general, we still have these for sale online, but there is a markup to try to cover our eBay costs. But frankly, the best is to come. So now that we made for our cheaper slabs, let's get to our around $100 slabs. We have Reverse Holo Charizard from Evolutions. This guy's a cheaper card, which I forgot to put in the other pile, but he's here now. This Mimikyu, which I got for a great price, is now well over $100. And I'm going to have to change that sticker at some point. Next, we got Evolutions Charizard in a 9. We actually managed to sell a Beckett 9 for over $200, so I felt that the PSA 9 we'd be able to sell pretty easily. We got Dusknoir here. Frankly, my favorite Pokemon in this evolution line. However, this is actually the cheapest card in the evolution line and is going to be a little above the price that's being asked on the sticker. But we got it for less than that, of course. And lastly, we got Dusclops here. Really love this card. And hopefully I can actually complete this trio because I'd like to have all 3 before I move them on. But we'll see how the card show goes for us. And now that we've gone for that, we are here for our heavy hitters. These are some of our most expensive slabs that we have, and we are excited to see how they do at the card show. And in the worst case, they are all cards that I love to collect. Starting here, we have Galarian Moltres. This is a card I was hunting for a while, and I'm real happy to have. I got this before the Pokemon boom in 2025, so I'm happy to just have them around. Next, we got Suicune right here. This is a most recent edition pickup. Honestly, I don't expect to sell this thing because I'm waiting for the card to go up higher. So if it sells, it's going to be selling at the premium I already want. And until then, it is my absolute favorite Suicune art, especially in the modern era. Special Delivery Charizard with cert number 777 up there. For me, this card is just absolutely awesome. So we'll see how it's going. I don't even know what this is priced at, and I got it a few months ago with the intention to move it eventually, but also as a nice PC piece. Shining Tyranitar, one of my all-time favorite cards. Got him in a PSA 9. Honestly, I paid a great chunk of money for this thing. It is one of my favorite cards in my collection. So unless I get a premium on it, he's probably not going to move, but he's going to look great in the display case. This Charizard I got from Oyama's Trading over on YouTube. If you don't know about him, you should check him out. He does amazing buyer POVs and inspired me to make some buyer POVs of my own. And in terms of this card, I just really, really love it and wish I could complete the set, which I still haven't been able to do at a reasonable price. Next, we got Palkia. We got this before the big boom, so we should make a pretty sizable profit on this boy. And until then, I really love the golds. Diamond and Pearl was one of my favorite generations. I'm now debating if it was my favorite, but I think it was my second favorite. But yeah, happy to have this card and kind of wish I could complete the whole set. Next, we have Dark Charizard. I grabbed this in speculation of the Team Rocket set coming up, along with that getting a decent price on it, along with it being a card that I do enjoy. I did not personally open up a lot of Rocket growing up, but this is an art and card that I could definitely appreciate. Next, our other gold from V-Star Universe / Crown Zenith, we got Giratina. Now, this was a card that I was hunting quite hard. I'm really happy to have this in my collection. And I could see him selling, but I could also see him hanging out. And lastly, one of my favorite Shinings and my favorite Noctowl card. We got Shining Noctowl, which I picked up a little while ago. In all honesty, I feel that I overpaid for this card, but it's because I absolutely love this card. And because, as you can see up there, if it would like to focus for me. Oh boy. So as you can see up here, this card is actually a new cert. So to some degree, there was consideration still to crack this guy out of the case and see if I can get a Beckett Black Label out of it, or Beckett 10, and be the only Beckett 10 in the specific card. And lastly, we have my two favorite cards in my collection at the moment. We're going to go ahead and save this guy, but my absolute favorite Shining that I have in my collection is Shining Raichu in a Beckett 9.5, graded guard and all. This is a card I got from Cupertino Cards, a nice local vendor in our area. And as you can see, it is a perfect 9.5 in every regard. I absolutely love this card. I see more or less no imperfections on it, so I'm almost surprised it's a 9.5, but I'm truly happy to have this in my life. And lastly, my most prized possession within my collection. Dun, 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 dun. Here we go. My most prized possession in my collection. Lugia from Neo Genesis in a PSA 10. Japanese, yes. Japanese cards are much more affordable, and it allows me to collect cards like this at an absolute great price. Now, we do have one other card in my collection, which I'm not able to share with you, because my family actually has abducted him. But perhaps I can get you a quick little look at him if I just run off real quick. And here we are, over in one of my family members' rooms, and there's our prized boy. There's a card that my family could not help but abduct. It is Van Gogh Pikachu. He is an absolutely lovely boy. I got him for an amazing price. And just look at him. He's a nice piece of art that just gets to watch over them every night. It's quite adorable, honestly. Alright, we made it back. We got one last card to show you. Almost forgot this because it was on my desk. We have the original Holo Charizard. Absolute beautiful card, and I'm sure for some this is an absolute grail, even in a PSA 6. That should be everything that we have. Lastly, for the sake of doing a plug, we have started our website, UncleSteve'sCardShop.com. We have some of our sealed product available right now, like Super Electric Breaker right over here. If you'd like to buy some slightly overpriced products, because no one's able to get these under MSRP anymore, so I can't sell them to you at the best price possible, and go ahead and support us. We are grateful for anyone who watched this video, and thank you for watching.